Hello and welcome, my sad meeples crying in the corner of a abandoned dungeon. It's SJB here, and today what I want to do for you guys is show you some sad news. If you guys have been playing around with the Beast Handler at all, you probably know one thing about him. The Orca and the Megalodon were quite amazing. One of the best towers in the game for sure, and you know what? Maybe he needed a nerf. But today I wanted to show you guys the nerf that just happened to us, specifically to the Orca, let alone the Megalodon, because this guy costs an absurd amount of money. Now before we even show this off really quickly, I want to talk about the price. So yeah, we can take down his Oh My God, we can take down a Reinforce Oh My God, and I'm about to show you guys a bad balloon, but I want to show off the price in the meantime here. So don't forget the Beast Handler, just the Orca upgrade itself costs over $17,000, let alone the $3,000, let alone the other money that comes in here. So we're easily paying over $20,000 per Orca, and we're timesing that by 4 to make this happen. So we have just spent $80,000+ to get this Orca. As far as popping power goes, against a bad balloon, he's doing about 1,000 damage per jump here, which I don't want to say is horrible or anything like that, but it's a big difference from what we were having before. So $80,000 is the cost of a Dark Champion, plus the previous upgrades and Plasma Blast. It's the cost of, you know, a little less money than a Ray of Doom. It's less money, more money than a Mad would cost all the way down. More money than a Bloon Exclusion Zone would cost all the way down. It's more money than Apache Prime would cost all the way down, including all previous upgrades. It's more money than a freaking Wizard Lord Phoenix all the way down, including all of the previous upgrades. This Orca right here should be pretty freaking good, if you ask me, if you're spending over $80,000 on him. And look at this against a bad balloon. Now, if we say he's not designed to be a bad popper, that's fine, whatever. I don't want to say that this guy's actually fully, absolutely horrible or bad at any point yet. But I want to say, from what we saw before, this is a huge difference, and it's really sad to see NinjaKiwi basically kill the Orca, according to me. So let's show you guys what used to happen. We're going to start you guys off on round 97 here, and this is the previous pre-patch Orca. I want you guys to notice the speed here. Obviously, we're sped up and everything, but we're able to take down those two Reinforced Oh My Gods very easily. Against round 98, obviously still able to take down BFBs and Oh My Gods in one hit, and everybody's kind of working together here, so because I don't have a bunch of pre-patch note footage, but you can see the Orca doing a really good job. 98. If you have an Orca, it's no longer an issue, basically. That's basically what you want to understand here. Round 100, on the other hand, this is where things get a little bit more wild. Now, again, 64 to 64 Orca, so this is the exact same thing that we're dealing with here, and now we're fighting against a bad balloon. You're going to see one hit. Oh, would you look at that? Instead of 25, 26 hits to take down a bad, it takes us 2 hits. So he is officially more than 12 times as bad as he used to be against the bigger balloons, and that is just absurd. Woo-wee! All right, so we're going to play on Chimps now. So, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention at all to all of my videos, but the basic idea of most of my videos are to do something weird and crazy and kind of unreasonable in both situations. Do 2-tower Chimps, or how long can we survive with just Beast Handlers, something that doesn't normally come into play when most people are playing Bloons Tower Defense 6. So I've decided I'm going to switch that up a little bit. I'm going to do a regular Chimps game. I'm going to use Beast Handlers in combination with other towers that I normally would use them. Kind of as, or with, and things like that. Like, to see, are they still good? And to start off, I gotta say, I am actually pretty happy with Beast Handlers. Because in every other situation that I'm playing this map, I pretty much have to go sub, Dart Monkey combo, or something like that. And that's pretty much the only way to do a start on this map is sub something, or like triple darts, which is just goofy as crap to start off any game with. It's just not fun, especially on Chimps, which you can't tell them later. So instead, we're gonna start with the Beast Handler, and I gotta say, I'm very happy with this. This is actually really cool. Doing a actually able to get a twin freaking guns on our sub here before round 9 and easily take everything down, I'm pretty happy. Do you feel like supporting your favorite googly glop? Well, here you go. Type in SJB and you're going to be supported. In addition, these guys are fairly cheap. We can get a Piranha right from the get-go. We can put them on strong, and we can keep them near the front here so we can hit all the strongest balloons as they pop out. That's beautiful. And on top of that, Micro Raptor is not that expensive, so we can go for a Micro Raptor combo here. Put him in a really nice location where we can hit him multiple times around here. I think we've got a really nice starting combo here. Very happy with Beast Handler start. Even Piranhas, I think they're solid. All right, check out this combo. This is probably one of the best start combos you can do right now, is doing a Barracuda in the very front, putting a Micro Raptor in a spot kind of similar to the front, but able to pop things kind of as they wrap around here. This is just good. I don't want to say that there's there's not a better start, because I think there are different ways to play this game, but this is pretty solid. We've taken down round 15 without any major issues, you know? So, I'm a happy camper. I'm a happy camper. So I'm going to show you guys more of the process of the game than I normally do. Sometimes I like to skip just to kind of 50 plus, 70 plus, specifically 80 and 90 plus. You guys like to watch the late game process, but I think it's important to show kind of our early game process, I guess, and show you whether or not it's just going easy or horrible. And right now, I'm not upset with my defense at all. Of course, I do have a Dora, which is one of my favorite towers. I do have ninjas and subs, which are also very, very top-tier towers in this game. But I am not afraid. I feel like every round's just going down pretty easily. Even when balloons get to the back here, I'm pretty confident in my defense to be able to clean up over here. So let's continue on with this strategy. Let's go for a second Adasaurus first, which is weird. Right now, we're trying to be showing off. We're trying to show off top-tier water beasts, but I'm not going to say that they're worthless or anything like that, but I find that the Raptors seem to make more sense in more situations early game, being able to pop leads and pop slightly more balloons overall, even though they can't hit with damage. They just kind of pop with regular pierce and speed almost. Also, cam detection is a little bit weird because I'm relying on a ninja here, so I have to go for an advanced intel sub, and that's going to be kind of cool because it will give me that full range across the board here. And I've got double Barracuda and double Adasaurus, and that seems like a good combo here, but I did have to spend a lot of money to make this happen. Alright, so we just got a Great White, and this guy is supposed to be able to kill lead balloons in their jaws, can kill ceramics, and when it's at its max beast power, can drag down boas. But at its not max beast power, it's doing an okay job at best, I would say, at popping this Moab. I mean, I don't know the exact amount of damage we did there, but it looked like something like 50, 60 damage maybe. And now this is going to take a full-on Adora ability and the entirety of my sub-ninja combo in the back here to still lose. What the heck? All right, let's try. We have it by $110. Let's try a double Great White start here and see if this will be enough to get us going. So, this is obviously doing more damage, and now we can have the Adasaurus actually do some real damage here. With the Adora ability this time around, hopefully we can take it down. Very scared, though. So against Moabs, which these guys are designed to do, this is like literally, this guy is designed to take down frickin' Moabs, and they kind of suck against Moabs. That's not good. I spent $6,000 on this thing on these two guys right here. Plus, $6,000 plus. That doesn't even include the previous upgrades to get to this guy. It's really like $9,000 to get these guys going. That seems crazy. I mean, if I was going to try to pop Moab at a different way, I mean, Fighter Plane would not be a bad idea. I could buy an Operation Dart Storm for that money. I could buy Nevemis targeting with loads more darts and alchemize him for that amount of money. They seem too weak. Just straight up Great Whites right now. And I didn't merge them. I'll give them that. Seems kind of weak. Now, on top of all of that, we still have some weaknesses from Camo Bloons. So I have to spend a full-on big chunk of money here to get a radar scanner in the front of the map here. Make sure these guys have... At this point, this is nice. No weaknesses the rest of the game, right? Or at least no direct weaknesses. We could pop purples, we could pop leads, we could pop blacks, we could pop Moabs, we could pop BFBs. Doesn't really matter. We can at least tack things. So that's cool. I'll give them that. And most towers don't have cam detection, so I can't hold them against that too much. But... are they doing as much damage and as much pop power as they should? I think I'm really just holding on and hanging on because I've got some really good towers in the back here rather than beast handlers actually doing as much damage as they probably should be doing right now. All right, so 3 different Great White Sharks taking down a lot of individual ceramics. I mean, that's pretty cool. I'll give them that. But I'm going to start merging. So let's see if this merge is going to help us out at all. I'm going to merge them all into the middle one here. I'm going to go for a triple merge, so we're going to max out our Great White Shark at this point. So these guys were not 100% necessary to be all the way up in the front here, but I don't think it really harms us too much. And I will say, he's not doing as much to one individual balloon, but, oh, I mean, that's pretty cool too. Taking down Moabs now. It took us a lot of money to get here, but that is pretty sexy. But like I said, random leads kind of sneak it through over here, so if you use like your only lead popping fire, that'd be kind of damaging. If you're really worried about ceramics, that also kind of sucks. But with this flopping he's doing, he's kind of flopping all over the place and hurting a lot of these balloons. It kind of sucks that they're splitting up like this because, remember how I was telling you guys this was kind of an ideal situation? Well, that is definitely not an ideal situation for us. So at this point, though, I think I am going to try to save up for an Orca. It's only $17,000, and we'll have a half strength Orca already, 32 out of 64, which is not bad at all. This is the cream of the crop right here. Great White just took down 3 Moabs on 53, and let's see how he does on 54. 1 Moab down, couple ceramics getting taken down as well, and a second Moab getting taken down. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Not fantastic, but not shabby. I did spend a lot of money on them, so it's hard to tell exactly if I could say 100% perfection or anything like that. Ooh, I gotta give some mad cred for 55 here. This is big chunks of ceramics, and this Great White is doing a great job against them. I mean, look at this. Smack daddy shark there. Whew, that's good. And we got enough money for Orca now, so let's see if this Orca can keep up in being solid. Definitely a lot more speed, but again, kind of the weakness to being on edge with the floppage. You have to make sure the floppage is doing a lot of damage, otherwise it doesn't really seem like it's worth it. Plus, having a pretty good amount of Moab damage and insta-killage, pretty gosh darn good. At this point of the game, it feels weird, but I can't get another individual Orca because it's $17,000, but I could power up my Orca here if I wanted to. I'm not sure if it's worth it right now. So let's focus on other towers for a little while and see if this guy still feels like he's good once we get to the 70s or maybe even just the late 60s or something like that. Okay, so around 63. Again, we're having that issue with sort of randomness happening. Didn't have a lot of balloon popping power in the backpack here, so Orca popped one section of the round 63, but not the other section. This is the big problem with one Orca. I just want to kind of show you guys. We pop one lead. We pop one lead. Then round 63 splits up a little too fast. We jump and pop all those ceramics, which is awesome. But now the entire other half of those ceramics is just going to walk right through our defense, and we can't do anything about it right now. Ooh, luckily he took down the entire second rush of ceramics, though. Or maybe it was unluckily the first time. Let's check it out with the last rush here. No, seems like we got lucky the second time around, but my glue is saving the day here, and he's still allowing me to pop some of these guys. It should also be noted that I could probably have microed him just a little bit better by throwing him up in the corner here, so I could have probably hit those ceramics, but I don't want to guarantee that, so definitely just not amaze-tastic at the very least. Alright, bunches of Moab sticking through right now. That's not fun. Orca. Definitely feeling like I'm struggle-lugging, even while having a pretty decent tower at a very good location in a pretty reasonable thing. Look at this, 64! What the heck? So it's possible that I'm just using them in the wrong way. You know, maybe I should have had 3 great white sharks instead of an Orca, but, like, come on. I spent, like, $30,000 on this guy. I would have much rather done something else with my money at this point. I feel like I would not be having these issues if I went for some other towers. Maybe even a frickin' sub-commander, Coughity Cough, which can solo around 63, 64, and 65 without any issues whatsoever. Oh, right now, I am not happy with these Orcas. They need to get buffed. All top paths, just in general. Maybe the Piranha's fine. Maybe the Barracuda's fine. Great White and Orca, not very good right now. You know how they say don't put all your eggs in one basket? Well, maybe we need to put all of our eggs in half a basket, because that's what this Orca feels like right now. He feels like a basket with holes in it, but we're gonna keep putting the eggs in it, and we're just gonna hope that like the eggs eventually clog the hole or something like that. Eventually, we're gonna be fine, and the eggs will stop falling out and killing us and ruining everything and having money literally just fall out of our pockets. So I've got a 56 out of 64 Orca at this point, so he's not maxed out just yet. I'm going to buy one more Great White Shark. I'm only using third tiers in the backpack here. We got third tiers across the board. So, of course, we do not need a fifth tier at all this game. This is Chimps mode. We cannot afford to spend like $100,000 on a tower. It doesn't work that way. So we're stuck with a maxed out Orca. That's pretty much what I want to talk about. Stuck with a maxed out Orca. We got a couple cleanup towers here. Will this guy carry us for a while? Now we're starting to get some power out of Adora. We've got a pretty nice Ninja in the back here. Ninja Adora combo is always solid, especially with the Alchemy. And we're going to see if everything's going to kind of keep us in the game here. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to support my Orca a little bit. Ooh, look at this. 76? Not bad. I am not upset with round 76 with an Orca. It could be better, but it also could be significantly worse. Now the question is, do we want another Orca? Or do we just try to kind of vary our defense a little bit? That's a really tough decision. I mean, I always like to think that having like a secondary, a second Orca, or having like two 32s out of 32 Orcas is probably better than one 64 to 64 Orca. Just because you have more a variation in your defense, basically. Or if one's jumping out, maybe the other one could time his attack to jump out at a slightly different time or something like that. Definitely reasonable, definitely possible. But, I don't know. It seems like it's kind of difficult to do. But I kind of want to try anyways. I'm just kind of feeling fresh, feeling a little spicy right now, feeling like I'm going to do some little cray-cray. So let's get cray-cray on this butthole. And by butthole, I mean the balloons. The balloons are the butthole in this situation. So, and going cray-cray on them, I don't mean anything sexual either. I don't want to get demonetized, guys. So let's edit that out later. So this is where the Orca really does seem to shine. Reinforced BFBs kind of spaced a little bit over here. Oh my god! Also, usually kind of an issue. Maxed out Orca can still take it down. That is solid. All right, now that is hard to do. That's the one thing that I gotta say. Orca is still very, very good against Oh my gods. There's really no other tower that can even remotely stay in that class. So maybe I overdid it. Maybe I should not have gotten a maxed out Orca by round 60. Maybe I should have waited until 80 plus, and that's when you're supposed to design the Orca to be the most effective. Okay, fair enough. So here we go. Now we got double Orcas. Let's see what these guys can do. Or is this even bad now that I have to... Oh, crap. Lots of ceramics lead in the back here. Okay, I need more defense in the back because these Orcas cannot handle everything forever. Now, this is a good round for us. Lots of regular old BFBs. Both Orcas just taking them down one by one. This is what I was talking about with the randomness factor kind of gets taken away at this point. Because if one of these guys can't take them all down, well, two of them just jumping back and forth. Boom, 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 boom. It's pretty nice. All right. They're kind of... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with what the Orcas doing in the 80s. So far, not bad. Again, another really, really good round for Orcas. Round 86, reinforced BFBs, coming up with another fantastic round right after the fact. 87. 4s, oh my gods. Destroyed. Easy peasy over here. Delicious. Now, one of my Orcas looks like he's attacking it and damaging it, and the other one's just cleaning them up. So what I've decided to do is, because balloons are going to be a pretty big deal fairly soon, I'm going to go for a sub-commander. I don't know if this is for sure the right guy, because usually late game he's kind of bad, but... I don't know, it just feels like the thing that I want right now, so that's what I'm going for, a freaking sub-commander. All right, here we go, we got a big issue here. Lots of regular, old, reinforced Moabs. I don't like any of these guys. So we got to use Adora a lot, still might not be enough, but this is a round that it kind of makes sense for the Orca to be weak, and it kind of makes sense that if you just went full-on Orcas the entire game, you probably were an idiot, right? Kind of, at least a little bit. Definitely getting scary over here. Oh, crap. I might have gotten them, but I'm so close to the money, and I don't want to lose. At DDTs, we do have cam detection here, so let's see if these Orcas can do anything for us. Not really. They kind of sucked. My defense also sucks against DDTs. I missed... Oh, my God. I also just happened to miss my sub-commander money by a few $100. That's great. That's great. And I used both my abilities here on round 89 against those reinforced. Oh, my gods. So this is an issue. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to see if we can micro this around a little bit. So I'm going to throw this guy a little bit further up since he does have some range. So maybe leave him in the very, very front probably isn't ideal for us. So let's leave him over there. We're going to leave this guy on the bottom as well and see if we can just kind of slowly take these guys down. It could also be the fact that they're taking down randomly, stupidly lead balloons when they should be attacking DDTs. You know what I mean? Because they don't slurp them back fast enough. There we go. We get a little bit of floppage on them, but... Yeah, there's going to be one DDT that, ooh, it does get flopped around. One DDT in the bottom down here. Let's see if Adora can clean it up. And yes, round 90 does go down, but this guy is terrible against DDTs, and I am not sure that I want to deal with that. So we're going to figure out what can I use against DDTs that will also kill everything else. As you guys can probably tell by now, I've been having some major issues, kind of like every single round. I've been doing what I think is okay strategies. I mean, nothing's going great right now. As far as like my back defense, because I can't get a sub-commander like I wanted to. Now I'm going randomly Robo-Monkeys and a Dark Knight over here for some frickin' reason. All of this is just goofy. And the reason why I'm doing all of this in such a weird way is because I really am struggling to make the Orcas do what they should be doing already, which is just taking down more Moabs and more things. So clearly I am not having a good time with them. To be honest, I would kind of expect that round 95 would kill us, but I do have a decent defense at this point. I've got a Dark Knight with Plasma Blast at the back over here. I'm building another Dark Knight with Plasma Blast over here, and I've got my Robo-Monkey with Plasma Blast over here. A triple Super Monkey strategy seems really goofy, but it kind of covers most of my weaknesses. You know, DDT's one of my major weaknesses, kind of generally lower level Moabs and Bloons. He's just accurate and hits things, so hopefully that's gonna cover us here. And it's also just easy. I don't want to build a bajillion different things kind of all over the place, so we're going with mostly just these guys. And I might still lose. Might, maybe, but don't. Okay, scary stuff, but round 95 does indeed go down. Now we should have a couple, I don't want to say easy rounds here, but easier rounds than what we've been having to deal with soon. Hopefully. Orcas, come on, do something here. Pop them. Pop them, bro. All right, another Dark Knight is up. Good against DDTs. Decent against Bloons and Moabs because it just slows them down. keeps them on the screen for us. Maybe I'll get like a cannon or something to try to keep me in the game. All right, round 98. Another round that probably will kill us, or should kill us, unless our Orcas do exactly what they're designed to do, because the Orcas should be straight up dominant against round 98. And the way they used to be, this was their best round. Like, out of anything that I could say, I would say round 98, they are dominant. Just straight dominant in the most amazing way possible. All right, so we got to use pretty much everything we got here, and this is kind of sad because I kind of, yeah, maybe I will restart this round. Maybe. Depends on how long this is going to be, because dang, oh dang. Yep, there it is. I'm done. Screw the Orcas. The Orcas can suck my balls. All right, I really tried. I really tried to beat up Chimps with using, like, a good Orca strategy, and it just doesn't freaking work. Ninja Kiwi, you killed the Orca, and I hate you for it. No, I don't hate you for it. Just to be straight with you guys, Ninja Kiwi basically fixed a quote-unquote bug with the Orca, according to them, and that means that they should eventually remedy this situation with some sort of random patch or random balance change, I guess. But at this point, these guys are garbage. Don't use them. Just straight up. I mean, like, they're just not good anymore. But if you guys enjoyed, make sure you press that like button. Make sure you subscribe. And, of course, have a super duper delicious day.